What's up, everybody? I wanted to make a video about Full Sail University, and the title of this video is Should I Go to Full Sail University Online? Well, I actually graduated from Full Sail University with a bachelor's degree in audio production. So, I am qualified to answer that question. How long did it take? It took not quite 3 years. They've shortened the program by a couple months. I think it's like two and a half years or something like that. It seemed like a long time. And I spent a lot of nights and days working on my assignments and my projects, and I had to sacrifice a lot of time away from my kids that are now almost 4 and 2, and my wife. A lot of hard work. A lot of these projects are very hands-on, very involved using your equipment that you get. My MacBook Pro, I'm so thankful that I got that during my time at Full Sail. It came in what's called the Project Launch Box. So this microphone, my MacBook Pro, my interface, I got another microphone, I got some nice headphones, lots of software, Pro Tools, Logic, Ableton, just about everything you need really to get started recording music. So let's put that down in the plus category. A hell of a head start if you don't have any equipment. In the negative category, you're going to spend a lot of time taking classes that you don't want to take. There's English in there, there's math, there's writing, there's science, physics, there's other classes in there that are like presentation classes, and all you want to do is get to working on music and learning how to use the software. That didn't stop me, because even when I was taking those other classes, I was constantly working on music and learning how to mix and whatnot. I would go to, I believe the website is Cambridge MT, and it has tons of tracks, multi-tracks for you to practice mixing. So I was constantly working on mixing. And I don't know how I would have turned out if I had done the bare minimum and only did only mixed and worked on music when it was time, when I was enrolled in a class such as the mixing techniques or whatever. But if you're that person that's just going to do the bare minimum, I mean, you're not going to be good at it anyway. Don't even bother. You got to be driven to just constantly work on it. So Full Sail is really good about showing you the fundamentals, and there's a lot of assignments in there that's going to get you, working and sharpening your skills. Some of the stuff I did, I got to remix a song. I got to pick a song to remix and take only the vocals of that song and then build my own music around it, resulting in a completely different sounding song. That was really cool, but I had to use the music theory classes and whatnot. I had to figure out, well, what key is the song in? What is this chord progression? And build a song around it. And that was pretty tough, but man, it's probably my favorite project that I did. So And you get to design sound effects for video games and sound effects for movies, and creating your own sound effects, going around with a little portable recorder and capturing sounds and then putting that into video games and putting that into movies. Projects like that. Man, I had a lot of fun at doing that stuff. You just have to just grit your teeth and bear it through a lot of the classes that you don't want to do. That was my only pet peeve, besides the fact that it was pretty expensive. I mean, it's a bachelor's degree program, so I guess it is priced similar to other programs. One second. Other schools and whatnot. So the things that you learn to do, like the audio production degree, you get to be pretty well-rounded. You get to learn to design the sounds for video games, design the sounds for movies. Even though I wasn't like that interested in that, I wanted to learn how to record and mix music. So in a way, that can be a negative, because you're working on stuff that you might not want to do, especially if you just want to learn how to do music. But I will say that even though those video game sound design classes and the movie sound design classes, they're not the music that you might want to be doing, you're learning how to use Pro Tools and you're learning how to do Logic. In those classes, you're really dialing in your editing. So, a lot of the classes, even the really stupid ones that I didn't like, it all tied in together, to be honest with you. So, in a way, that's pretty cool. Like learning how to use like Final Cut Pro. I got that program through Full Sail, and I'm going to be using it to edit this video. That's something that I would not have been able to do had I not went to Full Sail. That's just learning to use Final Cut Pro was just a requirement for one of the other classes. So man, it taught me how to do that. Right now I'm recording my audio through my interface into Logic, so I can get a better sounding audio for this video. That's all done at I learned that at Full Sail. It's pretty crazy. So if someone wants you to clean up and edit a podcast, or maybe you want to do a podcast, or maybe you want to do a YouTube channel, man, you really do learn a lot at Full Sail. So, am I going to recommend it? It's a heck of a commitment. It's going to be pretty costly, but the Launchbox is just such a cool thing. Because when you graduate, you're going to have a hell of a head start. You're going to have a lot of great equipment. And you know what? If I didn't go to Full Sail, I probably could have learned how to do audio production and everything on my own, but I wouldn't have stuck with it. I don't think I would have. Being enrolled at Full Sail kept me motivated. So for that reason, I'm going to give Full Sail a thumbs up, and I'm going to say, if you know that that's something you want to do, then go for it. It's a legit school. It's not a ripoff. I graduated. I went down to Florida to the campus, and I walked around and checked it out. That's awesome. If you can go to the campus, definitely do that. But you know, being one of the first online students for this program is pretty cool. And I'm just gonna put my opinion out there and give it a thumbs up. Please don't hesitate to ask questions. I probably didn't cover, you know, enough here, but you know, a 10-minute video real quick just saying yes, go for it if you know that's what you want to do and you can stay focused. Absolutely. All right, thanks guys.